Yeah. Look who's back. Zyrith says, morning from Egypt. Wow. Far out. Far out. What's up, guys? Snoo back on again.
Yes?
Oh, 6 divine. Nice. Nice. That's easy money. What are you guys up to? How's the grinding going? We're gonna do some grinding. Hey, I'm faster than I was yesterday. Check it. Check it. Like a lot faster. Crazy movement speed scaling. Just made your build amazing. Nice. What convinced you to make my build? Please inform me. Finished the flying spear? No. Oh, wait, yeah, I did. Yeah, well, I tried crafting a few, but this is actually a downgrade in damage, but it's such good quality of life getting onslaught over here, and some of the damage reads into attack speed anyway. It's a nice start. It's a nice start to it. It's pretty nice, spear. It's lacking in damage for sure, but it's pretty nice otherwise. The fast twisters. Yep. I mean, the projectile speed is worth the damage loss, I would say.
Too slow.
The clear and lightning arrow got old. Wait, you mean lightning arrow's good clear? Why are you messaging me, bud? Should I keep it or buy a 500 with crit? I don't know what they cost. I don't even know what these spears cost. Like, who's crafting them? I actually think I know a way to craft them now. Maybe. But I haven't done it yet, so I can't really explain it.
The sky darkens. Bones crack like thunder.
It's kind of scary. My character just keeps spazzing. What'd you miss? I don't know. You got the quality on it. Should be good. I don't know why it wouldn't fit. That doesn't make any sense to me. I think it's the only variable. I don't have any special thing going on other than quality and the gem. You're not the first person who said that, though. This? Oh, you need crit. Yeah, you need crit. You need to buy a different one. I have a plan tentatively.
This is all we have. I will
Tentatively.
make use of this.
Not like right around the corner. Wow, this has tyrannical on it. Okay.
Time is of the essence.
I think I'm gonna go with your combination. Probably gonna try recombination. After farming for 3 hours, can only get Haystar with Trail of Fire? No. I'm sorry. You'd rather have Trail of Ice and nothing than Trail of Fire. I felt that Flicker won't be as fun OP in previous leagues. Sorry, I missed the answer earlier. What's the breach farming strat? Oh, it's just conventional. It's literally like the same as 0.2. Quant precursors, literally the same atlas. I don't know. There's been a few of you who's reported not having the spirit to run this. You can see mine reserves 69 spirit out of 159. You can see I got 159. You have another setup live? Really? Really? I don't have 2 live streams going on YouTube. Just one. No, they are showing me quality gem. So I don't know. Alright, what am I gonna put in here? See, that's not gonna get any special treatment. I guess maybe like ritual? Quantity of items found. Here. Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna do. I forgot I was gonna do Grand Project there. Oh well. I gotta get over here and hit this. Val City. God. Ugh. Alright, I'm just gonna run some legit maps. I think Breach is better than Ritual. I've been testing build, not farming strats this league. Probably not.
Not ready. An easy trophy.
Sure, this lags the stream up real good. Great hit chance, crit, time loss. No, I don't want that. I definitely don't want that, because skill speed's worth more than that stat. Skill speed's a way harder stat to get. A quick chance would be nice, but nah, we need skill speed, especially when switching over to Rakiata's flow. You really, really want the twisters to carry over to the second cast. You're not going to be able to do that without having a ton of skill speed.
Not yet. Not ready.
Kind of trying a slightly experimental setup here. I think I like it. Oh god. Breach on that. I gotta stop doing breach on ritual. It's just bad mammy jamma.
Need more
my god. Oh. There we go. Finally had a real cast. Couldn't even get up there. Messed up this breach. Okay, this is not what I want. There we go. I was trying weapon set for Call of the Week. Weapon set 2. Kind of a lot of loot though. You can see some loot dropping. Sacred Mall. That is a lot of cold and night. What in the world? Are those tier 1s? Do you have a problem when I go too fast with a companion? I mean, not really. I mean, you can actually like backtrack last second to your companion if you want. If you're kind of worried about that.
Not yet. Prepare yourself.
Surprised your PC doesn't blow up with everything on the screen. We'll give it a break by going underground. Actually, this makes it work even harder because it's so poorly optimized. I guess. I did make a new toy today. Kind of accidentally. Show it at the end of this here.
Defile us once more.
That will only slow you down.
I present to you the second fastest sky sliver in the game. Woo! Kill speed effect twister? Yeah, but not like their damage or the speed they travel and stuff. 2.36 attacks per second. I hit that myself. Going for 2 sockets. I was bummed I didn't get 2 sockets. Little did I realize I beat 2 sockets. I got 2.5 sockets. Effectively. Been using the build on console. It runs surprisingly smooth, even in juice up maps. Controls are comfortable. That's good. I'm glad to hear that because I can't really testify for that, but I've heard from most people that seems to run pretty well on console, yes. Yeah, wing sliver with 3 sockets is indeed the fastest one. I'm 2% local speed off of that.
Barely broke a sweat.
Does this build require WASD? Yeah, it basically does.
Patience.
Not able to get as many frenzy charges on an Amazon? Well, that would be by design.
Stays hidden forever.
But like Deadeye doesn't have to work as hard for charges. Amazon doesn't have to work as hard for crit.
What is it?
I noticed the formula for evasion is pretty unfavorable.
Can I help?
As I stack, you know, huge amounts of evasion, it's
I'm sure someone will
not
know.
necessarily paying off. I think I'm gonna need to go hybrid boots and gloves. Electrocute? No, you should just freeze. You should be freezing. 50% as extra all damage. 50% damage as extra cold. All damage. Even the elemental damage as extra cold. There's something wrong with your gear if you're not freezing trash mobs with... Like, you're not going to freeze trash mobs on ailment threshold maps. But you should be otherwise. I guess I'm gonna go like that. Deflection modifier worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. If you don't need it for attributes or resists, for sure. I think. I don't know, actually I haven't tried stacking it, so. Anticipation on the amulet counts for salvo as well as unleash. Identical functionality. It's called spaghetti code. Tier 2. What? Can you explain a few words why the cast on crit setup's important? You get flat with infusions, you get flat lightning as well as flat fire from flame wall, and you get a bunch of power charges from profane ritual. Don't have to worry about power charges really in maps at all. Plus you get additional like endurance and frenzy charges through the profane fusion 2, profusion 2. Sorry, charge profusion 2 is what I meant to say.
Too slow.
I'm at 12 attacks per second now with Whirling Slash. I failed to crit many times in a row here. What? Much flat? I don't know. It's not much. My gear is kind of weak on the damage front right now. I actually just sacrificed the damage to get Flying Spear with Onslaught. Biggest DPS boost until now? Oh, it was the spear I had before. It was tier 1 flat fizz, tier 1 flat fire, tier 2 fizz hybrid. It was on a bad base though. Also didn't have onslaught. D Deluxe, thanks for the sub, buddy. Oh, just popped off. You guys must be demoralized. I didn't make a video today. I didn't update the guide, guys. I actually did update the guide, but only with things that the guide was missing, because on the back end they finally updated the guide. So we can start using, you know, the new jewels and stuff properly. We're waiting for a new video or the new guide update. Mystery update. Yeah, I really went ham on this one. Oh, that could be good. Good base. Any solution to sticking with monsters and bosses? Turn your cursor the opposite direction, I guess. Or yeah, dodge roll. It's not really a problem for me. Yoink. Way to generate charges on the boss non-crit setup? No, because you should go crit if you're doing anything bossing related. If it's a campaign or whatever, it doesn't really matter. You don't need to, you don't need frenzy charges or crit in the campaign. You still do crazy damage.
Barely broke a sweat.
I mean, you might freeze a boss once. I still love your content. How to progress the build best in terms of damage. I mean, it's the weapon. The weapon is where the damage is. Crit too, like trying to get more crit chance and or damage. Twisters are a little awkward because, you know, especially for non-Amazons, you cast Twister and then you'll like occasionally you won't do any damage. I mean, in maps, quite often it doesn't matter. You'll still kill stuff, but like there'll be like a huge disparity between a crit and a non-crit. It's kind of funny. Arcanon with the sub. Hey, thanks. Thank you, thank you. You guys have a good morning or good night. You're probably, most of you, probably morning time. I started your build with Headhunter and Gloves, crazy combo, best in its... I bet, yeah. Oh, I know what Headhunter offered last time. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I'm pretty sure Headhunter gives a lot more attack speed than it does movement speed, too. It's like Headhunter value buff. For real though, I'm not moving anywhere near as fast as I could be. I think I'm still missing like 100% increased attack speed. Something like that. Exceptional charmed boots, 2 sockets. Charmed shoes. Gloves are 100 div. What are you buying? 3 socketed ones? Or are you saying 2 socketed ones are 100 div? Two socketed ones are 100. 2 socketed ones were like 20 div 3 days ago or something. Alright, these are actually value. You want me to put them on? Yeah, sure. We'll see what it looks like with real gloves. There's a big speed roll I'm missing right now.
I'm sure someone will want that.
I mean, I already feel like I'm moving pretty dang fast. How important is it to use 2021 gems? I mean, I only have 19. Yeah, I mean, sure. Here, let me, I guess I'll go over here. I'll see how much faster I run. Out of combat, no % more. I don't know what I have. Alright, let's see this. Shiny jewels. Whirling slash. I don't have them on yet. Whirling slash. 10.2 attacks per second with Tailwind. I lag so bad in here, oh my god. Alright. Honestly, it's kind of hard to tell because my ping is so trash right here. It's obviously faster. Let me see the number difference though. Not the right one. 11.1. There's 10% more. It's effectively giving me 10% more skill speed. Huh. Yo, thanks for the drop sub. I am monk. I got about twice faster. Do you lose bonus from Keystone when you skill speed when you equip Guiding Palm in the offhand? Yeah, for the second weapon set. For sure. You lose it temporarily. Yeah, I am liking Call of the Week. I tried Primal Strikes, Fangs of Frost? But I just couldn't get over it. I figured Call of the Week would be the best. my god, I went down a level. Palm of the Dreamer. What even is that? Sounds familiar. Oh yeah, okay.
Prepare yourself.
What? %, spirit reservation skills. Oh. Desecrated suffix mod. It doesn't give more spirit though than the body armor, right? It can't possibly give more.
Barely broke a sweat.
Speed. 2.36. Houses. Shroud walked at the wrong time there. That was pretty funny. Whoa, jeez. There's a lot of twisters. Wait, how'd the wisp not pick up on the rare breach mob? God, those things are so useless. Whoa! Actually died. My last twister cast definitely didn't crit. You seemed to fail to kill anything there.
Yes. Choose what you need. As expected. Of course.
Damn, mods straight up shatter on non-delirium. Non-delirium is super easy for the build.
I can take you.
That specific rune drop here, like, normally? Huh. It's giving most of the speed in the build. Attack speed or skill speed on a fast weapon. The passive tree, actually. The weapon and passive tree. You don't need to invest a whole lot of currency to go fast. Really.
Finally thought.
Greater Chaos. Does attack speed matter on the Twister weapon? It doesn't really, no. It's not a very valuable mod, I would say. Best in slot suffixes for the Twister weapon would have to be crit chance, crit multi, and onslaught on kill. But it's a lot easier to make crit chance +4 attacks and onslaught on kill. So that's definitely inferior, but like you can deterministically craft those suffixes easily.
Defines us all.
Heavy belt.
Hate defines us all.
Physical spear or elemental? The damage matters, but not the element. The element doesn't matter. Just so you do good damage. At the top end, the answer is physical, because that will scale harder. And I'm going to try to come out with a crafting video for the spear.
Choose what you need. Go with, of course.
Maybe in the next 48 hours. Vaults again? Is Pure 16 an advantage for this? Like, will it make the item levels higher? Has anybody been, like, strapped for gold? For me, gold is a bigger issue than currency. I'm wanting to trade too much. Instant offline trade too much, I guess. Going over points for attack speed. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask the stream. Is anybody here playing a like crazy fast running grow a lightning arrow build? How to kill boss with this build? You cast Twister in its face. It dies. This build's pretty good at bossing. Except on like Arbiter of Ash. You might have an issue if your crit is really low and you're not like critting your twisters and you're not getting frenzy charges through Sniper's Mark or something. That could be a problem, but like prior to the crit stage, you're not doing content hard enough for it to... Whoa! What? What? That's first big drop of the league. Maybe. Maybe. It's actually not worth anything now, I guess. Actual tier 0 out of the vault. Astramentus just dropped. Terribly rolled. Astramentus. That's always worth a lot, but I don't think it's... It's like... I don't think it's actually worth that much now. Nope. It's not actually worth that much now. This was like 3 divines. Not like 300 divines, you know, last league and the league before. I think it's still tier 0. Do vault get paid? That's tremendous. Crazy. Well, they did say jewelry. Amulets in particular would drop more often now. Unique ones. Recommended chance? Yeah, like 3/4. 3/4 chance to crit. Before that is a pretty good spot to be in. If you want to know your practical crit chance, all you gotta do is allocate overextend support, sub it out for persistence or something in a map, do an easy map, and put that gem in, because that gem self dazes you with the debuff. You literally get a debuff every time you crit. And so you can see with, you know, no funny business, you can't possibly mistake it. You'll know exactly how often you're critting, and you just count them. I did that when I first got it, and I crit 3/4 of the time with Garrikins at the time, but my crit chance has gone up a little since then.
I will make use of this. Go.
You can't really corrupt this, because then it can't be anointed. I bet this thing's worth so much if it's perfectly rolled. Oh my god. Let's see, attributes. It's probably not really worth anything.
Have an order? All right, your order is registered.
Having troubles generating frenzy charges early in game crit build? Have you gotten your calling shots yet? If it's a big deal, you can... I think I actually changed the guide a while back on this. Get calling shots or called shots before thrilling chase. With any amount of crit, it should be good. 93. I already have good crit, change in spear and helmet. Is this enough? Yeah, that's enough. Definitely enough. Wow, this almost seems worth divining. Should I divine this? One? I'm inclined to hit this with 1 divine. 1 divine. What do you guys think? 1 divine orb. It's still a 2 div profit, even if it It's garbage. I'm apparently like right on the cusp. If you have like 85 plus, you get bonus. But at like 78, I don't really get any. Alright, we'll try it. Boom! No! So bad. Alright, I'm not hitting it again.
Yes?
I don't want to lose money for dropping a Astrumentus. Minimum base crit, like in the end game, probably 4%.
Have an order? Hmm? Have an order? Someone is bound to buy that.
Okay, I think I'm finally... this is kind of a match fine map. Are you currently doing Blasphemy 2? Yes. Because I realized I could do it, because I have a second unset ring, and I have a great, you know... Well, not that I have a great body armor. I don't know, it just occurred to me that I had the spirit to do it. I didn't talk about it, but, you know, I was never going to make that video talking. I was never going to make the video that I made yesterday unless I finally just made it and then continued working on stuff. I'm not formally recommending Blasphemy, but, like, you can run Blasphemy instead of Siphon Elements if you don't have Rakietis Flow. Okay, if you have Rakietis Flow, you don't run Blasphemy ever. You don't even run Cold Exposure. I'm testing this out right now, Punch Through. I don't think it means that much, but I think it's like constantly bosses take 1 to 2% more damage. I don't really know what else to put here. I can't armor break anymore there. I'm not killing anything. Like, Innervate's not really doing anything there. Any suggestions? You don't have to do Flying Spear if you're like in the market for an upgrade. You should do, like, okay, that guy got crit so freaking hard. Oh my god. You can do, what's this here? The hit quick chance. This is actually a decent like running weapon, but yeah. You can't hit crit. The spear needs to start with crit. Crit's way too hard to hit.
Quick and lethal. Need more time. Not yet.
The wisp. Here we go. Sharp. That beast is marked.
Is there any value in chain from terrain? No, the twister is already chained from the terrain automatically.
Ready to hunt.
Patience. Not ready.
So nobody in this channel's running like a gigafast lightning arrow, Deadeye?
Patience.
Gotta be somebody in here who's doing it. Stellar Amulet sold for 190x. Holy.
Not ready.
Current attack speed? It's over 12 in combat. I checked now, but I die from volatile explosions.
Not yet.
Fortunate timing. $12.35 is the number at the top end.
An easy trophy.
There's a button for cult. No, I just tap it. Sometimes.
Not ready.
I don't use it that much.
Need more time.
But it's good to use it in between as a filler as well for armor breaking. If you're doing that.
Need more time.
Remember what I did.
I'm not ready.
Most of us aren't going fast with the current build. No, I'm not talking about this build. I'm talking about lightning arrow.
Patience. Need more time. Too weak, too slow.
All right, let me look at where my attack. Where is my expensive attack speed coming from? I am not going to count the gloves. As far as gear is concerned, 2 pieces of gloves and the weapon. Everybody should be running tier 1 attack speed gloves, whether you have the increase effect socketed items or not. And I don't even have attack speed socketed in here, so I'm just getting a 16% increased attack speed. It's a very important mod to get on gloves. So you would sacrifice other affixes to get that. I mean, at least like tier 2. So not really anything special. It's not hard to get tier 1 attack speed gloves by themselves. This weapon is indeed really fast. Faster than most, but, you know, not by a lot. Like, this is... Okay, to get this speed is like... This is slower than a 30% Sky Sliver. Still pretty fast. So with this gear, it's nothing special. I have no attack speed anywhere else on gear. I don't know how expensive this metamorphosis is. Last I knew, it wasn't all that expensive. I don't think it's that expensive now. I forgot I should buy a new one with better resist. Anyway, you do need this metamorphosis to get this 15% attack speed roll. So that is a big attack speed roll. 15%. And it's gated behind that metamorphosis. One like this is probably no more than a divine, I would guess. Yeah, okay. Okay, so you know you got like 2 divines of gear invested so far. Metamorphosis and a half decent spear. Probably Sky Sliver, like 29% or 30. Okay. The companion. That doesn't cost anything except time to do it. But it is obviously a headache, but it doesn't actually cost any currency. I don't know really how to quantify that. If you're amazing at farming, that's several divines. If you're bad at farming, it's very little. Like, it's just something you have to go out and do. If you want that haste aura, that's 20% there. So it's weapon, gloves, metamorphosis, and do we have anything here? I don't think there's any attack speed over here. No. There's no attack speed over here. This is really expensive. The setup, it gives no attack speed. Yo, what up, Snoo? Loving the build. I made like 100 divines by just only swapping the skill gems. It feels so smooth with cast on crit and siphon elements. Nice. Just this point unallocated?
Time to learn something new.
Not counting charge regulation, this is 9.17 with a 2.21 speed weapon. That's about on par. That's almost on par with uncorrupted wing sliver. It's not that hard to hit 10 attacks per second in combat, especially with charge regulation. Most of the attack speed is coming from the weapon swap points. So when you guys say I'm not attacking nearly as fast, my only assumption is that you're low level. Like you're like nowhere near level 90. Like you might not even be level 80 yet. It's not really fair to compare your speed with mine if you're not even close to my level. I'm talking, you know, actual level. Because that's where most of the power comes from. And that's, you know, that's not currency based. That's just you farming. Playing the game. In whatever capacity. Three, 7. Actually, yeah, that's normally just 7, 10, 13, 18, 21, 27, 30, 33, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 50, 53, 56, 66, 66, 69, and this is also adding 79, 72, 75. I don't know how much that is. I don't have any accuracy on gear. 75 plus 3,500. That's 14% from there. 89. $92, $95, $98, $101, $107. I'm counting 107% increased attack speed on Whirling Slash. Just most of that from just from the passive tree. Sorry, no, I forgot this one up here too. What did I say? 107? Yeah, 107. Okay, 122. 122% increased attack speed from the passive tree, if I'm not mistaken. 16 from the gloves. And, you know, the weapon is a X factor that's a local roll, so it matters a lot. Oh yeah, Haystor is 20 as well. Oh, and see, if you're not getting frenzy charges, it means you're also not getting this buff. 15% more. Skill speed. That's multiplicative with this 25% more skill speed.
Oh, it's you.
I'm rich. This turned out to be a half decent speed weapon. I made this first and then I got the Sky Sliver later. I was thinking I might just end up being here. Can you do the same for crit chance? Well, I got a 4.95% crit weapon, which is almost perfect. I have no crit chance on gear. Like, I don't have any on the helmet, amulet, gloves. Yeah, nothing. So it's 100% skills and... Oh yeah, I mean, I forgot to mention these support gems give huge skill speed. Make sure you're using weapon set 1 for your Whirling Slash with Rigwald. Twister is Garakan's Resolve plus Inevitable Crit. That's a massive amount of crit. Effective crit. Critical hit chance. 50 conditional, but it's up basically the whole time. 70. Sorry, 85. 95. 105, 115. $125, $135. Save those for the end. $153. 1.23 flat. 153. Nothing. This is conditional too. Definitely more conditional, but it would be up most of the time. 53. So that'd be 252 or 202. Sorry, 202. And 214, 226. I think that's it. Yeah, 226. Arbiter dead in Boom? Really? Don't you miss the legendary gloves for Leech? No, actually we don't, because Ghost Dance turns out to be, like, we can get enough evasion, like real evasion, with strong enough Ghost Dance that it kind of makes up for it. The Leech, turns out. That jewel? I mean, that jewel's gonna be worth a lot to somebody. No, with Rakiata's flow, you're not gonna want exposure effect. It's not gonna be for us. It doesn't have skill effectuation. It's probably worth a lot to somebody though. I don't know. Ooh.
This is all we have.
Yeah, I'm still surprised you guys talk it up so big, because like half our damage is, at least half my damage is physical. You would think it wouldn't even be that important, but I mean, I guess it is. Consider ES evasion gloves to add the 12% skill speed mod. You talking about the desecrator mod?
Cut you down. Need more time.
Yeah, through Belton's video, right? Yeah, but I mean, how much do those gloves actually cost to make that way? With decent prefixes. Oh. Tank! Omen of Light. Better than a Divine Orb. Oh, sure. How much better? I don't know. That thing's going up in value, I think. Well, it's really good for maps where they have increased elemental res. Then it'd be like, I mean, it's honestly pretty godly for that. How many mana siphoners are in this map, dude? Rampant Tower Shield. Actually, swapping feels slow. I don't know how it can feel slow. You're using Whirling Slash on weapon set 1, right? You didn't, like, get all the passives backwards, did you? Some monsters definitely have res in maps. Some rares do. But it's not like, you know, the vast majority of mobs have 0 to begin with. So they have like a modifier on them or something. Omen Orb. I like seeing shocked corpses. Do I still keep life leech? Yeah, I suppose it's not like mandatory now, but still pretty good idea to have it. %20 increased skill speed. We'll count for barrage as well. Oh, I was running slow on that map. Whoops. Dang, I'm leveling so fast. Jeez. Build guide for this? Exclamation point build or exclamation point guide? Take your pick.
Go on. Go on. These are our supplies.
Belton, what's up, dude? I just referenced you a minute ago.
Gold is
I
useless.
got Belton in the chat.
Take it.
What's the verdict on Slash for you post change? Alright, Belton, since you're in here, I'll give you a special audience. As you know, we logged in the morning and it felt something like this. Actually, this is worse because it's rig walls is backwards and not getting any credit, but it felt something like this when you logged in after the patch. And now it feels like this. Much smaller adjustment, or way more squished in, more fluid movement, less jagged, easier to control, and faster. Using weapon swap, so real spear here, and then a super fast weapon like this. This is almost a perfect sky sliver. 3 sockets would technically be perfect. It's next best thing. And yeah, so you can get like 2.4 attacks per second up to. The gloves that you showed making, obviously it's huge for speed boost. I don't even have them yet. And then, you know, the nice thing is you're still running Dance with Death, and at least in my part, I wasn't even prioritizing skill speed necessarily before, so I got to like weapon set swap a whole bunch of skill speed stuff, or attack speed points like these here, these here, these here, this here. Isn't that perfect? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, technically perfect would be 2 sockets with this corruption. Yes, that would be perfect. Yeah. Hate Forge? I don't really like Hate Forge. I don't feel like it's necessary. It's easy to get charges. The big thing that kills Hate Forge is amazing tech is the fact that if you can get your build so you're swimming in charges, which I am, Charge Profusion 2 gives you all the charges anyway. So charge regulation. So I guess I would save skill points slots, maybe? I could use like Voltaic Mark instead of Sniper's Mark, perhaps? I don't know, but... yeah. Why do you have Hollow Palm allocated in PoE Ninja? I don't. My profile shouldn't. The build guide has it because that was part of the leveling thing. Why am I running a shield now? Oh, yeah, that would be why I moved slower. My bad. Okay. I thought I was moving slower. Alright, this is faster a little bit. I thought the game was bugged or had temp chains or something. I auto-equipped this. I think, yeah, this needs a filter update. I don't need to have that on the filter. Okay, I'm this fast now. A little faster than what I said earlier. Omen of light.
Oh,
Am I intentionally not?
oh, it's you.
I'm not that interested in pathing all the way down here now. I can't recall exactly, but I mean, hold on. Alright, so there is a few big attack speed nodes. Is this one? This here? I mean, I'm using the helmet for subterfuge and stuff. Yeah, I know, I understand the tech. I understand. There's a couple of big wheels. I saw Palstron made a video on it. I know Fub Gun's running it. But I'm not pathing anywhere over here. So, like, to do that, I would have to give up all this. I'm not exactly 100% sure what I'd be doing. Like, this would be all gone. All energy shield, like, energy shield basically thrown out the window if you go down here with the build. Or at least a lot of energy shield points. Post your tree. Yeah, sure, I guess. I don't have any mana problems. Mana is a 100% non-issue for this build. As long as you have one mana leech. I'm a little surprised you didn't have to sacrifice as much of that as I thought you would. Where's your from nothing jewel, though? Versatile arms is missing now. Wait, can you from nothing any of this? Almost. The fact that this is here might save that tech from being, like, not worthy of chasing. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little surprised you were able to get away with as much as you were, but yeah, clearly you're not taking that. I don't know what happens to all this here. That you're not affording that. It does look like you did a pretty good job, though, maintaining the essence of the speed in the build. What is your energy shield at? I don't know, maybe if you have enough. If you go like pure hybrid gear, maybe. You get a bunch of evasion. Wait, this is 6 jewel slots. I didn't realize that. I'm trying to find the major sacrifices you made. For some reason I can't even really see. So this is a big one here. Like, where are the other sacrifices at? Oh, wow. Okay, you sacrificed these. Yeah, okay, obviously you would sacrifice Subterfuge. You even sacrificed Frenetic. Too, okay. Are you not using a From Nothing jewel at all? Oh, you're using the Crimson. Worked out 100% deterministic method for amulet and all the mods on gloves. I'm probably gonna go Yoke of Suffering. Yeah, I'm going Twister. If you're implying like +3 proj, levels don't make a huge difference for Twister. Or so it does. It seems it doesn't actually help. The opportunity cost doesn't seem that amazing. Like, I don't know. There's some really strong, unique amulets. If nothing else, there's a 30% skill speed increase amulet. Well, I don't know. Hold on, let me see the actual... What are the actual stats you're getting for the surround? Size of my metagem? Metamorphosis? Medium large. 20% attack speed, you get evasion. Attack, 50% attack damage. 50%, 45% more attack damage. Medium large, yeah. You're only getting 20% more movement speed. Wait, you're not actually getting more movement speed, are you? 6, 9, 12. I mean, you get just as much movement speed by picking up versatile arms versus the 20% from Thrill the Battle. It's really just a damage increase. Wait, no, I'm wrong. Sorry, I'm mistaken. Forgot sand in the eyes. Never mind. No, movement speed doesn't matter at all. Not at all. 3, 6. %18 increased attack speed more. Actually lose a little bit of accuracy. There's probably about 16% increased attack speed more. Sacrifice a max frenzy, a huge amount of VHP for that. And you actually sacrifice a ton of VHP. 1 max frenzy. In return, you get a moderately higher amount of attack speed and a lot more damage, actually. Perma-lucky on Spear. Yeah, here's another thing. Here's also a reason why I didn't look into it. I already got a Fit Rakiatis flow in here. Man, these supports are, especially these 4, they are so massive for this build. Like even something like Permanent Lucky doesn't sound. I'm still like pulling my hair out about that. No. It's fine. It's okay. You don't have to borrow it. Does the helmet itself even have any stats? All attributes. 12 all attributes. It's I'm live. Okay. There's a gem you can cut for lucky. Lucky damage with surround. Attack damage with hits, support skills, lucky when you're surrounded. Oh yeah, and you'll never run out of mana for this skill. How does anticipation anoint work? That's salvo support and unleash both work. Even though it doesn't say it works. I'm not changing the build, not at this time. Hold on, let me get another map in.
Yes? Can I help?
Oh yeah, I was gonna do this. Wow. These are going
I'll
up.
fill that in as soon as I can.
Nice. Nice. I mean, what do I remove from the build? You know, if only the surround thing gave you crit chance. That'd be really nice.
Speak.
Need more time. Monstrosity.
Not exactly feeling slow.
Too weak, too slow.
And notice how I don't need Hate Forge. I got all of them twisted. I don't know how this thing never gives me innervate. How does Call never give me innervate? Use crit damage map. Oof.
Quick and lethal.
Hello there.
Do I have any more problems? No, Bentos, thanks for doing that. Oh my god, that was scary. I think we're good. I can't think of anything off the top of my head anyway. Really? Messed it up. Why lightning warp? Because I don't have Rakiata's flow still. Actually, maybe I just don't go Rakiata's flow. Could maybe justify the helmet change by skipping Rakiata's flow, but I bet that's a bad idea.
Barely broke a sweat.
What's the average investment to make this build good? I mean, that depends on your definition, but you can make the build slap high tier maps with 1 exalt per gear slot. You just start with Wake of Destruction and Call the Brotherhood. It's an exceptional league starter. Twisters. It's not going to look like what you see right here, but so where I started, maps were, the content was never hard. At any point in progression, I felt. %40 pack size, man. Yeah, against the bosses like that, I'm sure. Thanks for all the updates. New updates starting to get expensive. Yeah, the last major update from a day or two ago was actually featured some expensive items for once. It's true.
Not ready.
How to approach it? I mean, at that point, you're just asking farming guides. Simulacrum is very good farming for this build. Thanks for the sub, by the way. Prowess of Chemist is incredibly good for this build. There's not a single mechanic it's bad at, except like... No, actually, there's not a single mechanic it's bad at. It's a little bit weak on huge arena bosses like Arbiter. That's about it. Great at Expedition. The best at Ritual farming. I can pretty confidently say Twister is better than any build in the game when it comes to Ritual farming. Unless you factor in, like, the fact that it's not CI, maybe. For defensive sides. Taking out Gharkand? I think that'd be a bad idea. To do that. Why do I have Onslaught? Why wouldn't I have Onslaught? Onslaught is a great buff. You mean like where it's coming from? It's coming from the weapon. My character keeps like... Apparently my mouse cursor isn't where I think it is.
Quick and lethal.
How's the build performs 100 rocks in the map? Well, it used to be bad for that, but now it's okay. I don't notice terrain being a major problem with this build. It can get a little bit annoying sometimes, but I don't think it's really any more annoying than it, you know, running much. Like, this is a tight spot right here. Wow. Actually died. That was random. How did I survive the rest of that map and then died there? It was so random. I'm just trying to path to the other tower and then I can finally run the real maps. Double unset worth over 1? Yeah, I think that's the goal. Okay, I'll admit, like, getting stunned right as you cast Twister and then it doesn't go off, that is pretty annoying. That just happened to me on the first attack. Can you juice the maps like you can in PoE 1? Not exactly, but you can definitely juice them up. I have come out with farming strats always. This time I've delayed farming strats because I've just been so engrossed with this build. Making it, refining it. This league's definitely been a lot different than leagues in the past. The build creation and refining process has been way more fulfilling for me than farming. A little bit unusual. I'm fired up. Good luck, homie. Thanks for the time. Go over the changes. Maybe if you need anything, thank you. Alright, you too. I'm sure you'll log in. Start your stream. Thanks for stopping by. And giving us all the juicy details. You did get me thinking about the helmet again, maybe.
Patience.
Something dropped off stream. Onslaught is snapshotted on Twisters, yes. My spear with Onslaught is allocated only like 3% of the time, but because it's snapshotted... Oh, there we go. I get it most of the time. Yep.
Not ready.
Yeah, we were talking about Surround Helm earlier.
An easy trophy.
Trying to go up here. I used a Visions of Paradise right here and did not give me credit on Citadel. I really thought it would. Oh yeah, thanks. I actually did try on those gloves from somebody else a little earlier ago. It gave me about 10 or 11% more speed.
This'll do nicely.
Trying to think what I can do with those jewel slots, actually. We have Megalomaniac, which I haven't considered yet.
Trophy.
Low-key want to have a Megalomaniac with this mod right here. Fourth Ascendancy? Oh, I'd do Sykemis for sure. The other one is AIDS. You know, I could get a whole bunch more EHP in the amulet. That is true. Could do that. Could go like hybrid chest, like a real hybrid chest. Get spirit on the amulet with evasion and ES. I really like the idea of yoke though. Is it worth using Time Lost Jewel? Yeah, it is. Yeah, like you can get crit multi or crit chance. Probably crit chance would be the next best one. There's a socket that lowered reservation. What? Nothing in here affects my reservation. Just the fact that it's quality. Thoughts on if called shots should be a persistent buff or remain exclusive to the Deadeye? I think it can remain exclusive to the Deadeye. It's fine. I mean, I'm playing without Freezing Mark or Voltaic Mark this whole league, and then if you're not playing Frenzy Charge build, you don't need Sniper's Mark, so... Divine Orb. It's not even a Magic Find map. What the hell? That was, brain melting. In your build defeat Uber Arbiter of Ash? I don't know, I've never ran him.
These are our supplies.
I did do regular Arbiter of Ash, he was a cakewalk. Hey, this looks pretty good. Maybe if I just...
Have an order?
Maybe...
All right. Your order is registered.
What's the other suffix need to be? Doesn't matter, right? Dex back again. Guess I'm not a fan of putting quality of life like mechanics found in Ascendancy design. I mean, isn't that the purpose of an Ascendancy? To provide unique quality of life, like to make it unique like that? Oh, it's probably this one. Yeah. Hey, wait, how good is this quiver? Is this sellable? Sir, attack speed is for all quivers.
Can I help?
Sir. I have absolutely no idea what this is worth. We'll start it here and then lower it.
To sell it for you.
Why is wait, what is the surround mechanic exactly? You don't need it corrupted, right? Why are the corrupted ones look like they're like by 6 fewer items? Yeah, some of them say 6 fewer. And they're like 18 divines. How many points would it take? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you have this wheel too. This is pretty nice to grab this. I mean, I would definitely make up for some crit loss here, and Tainted Strike is very good. This could be for damage, this could be for the other one. This doesn't matter, right? How'd I get haste trail? I don't know. I was going for haste and something. I got temp bubble, or sorry, I meant trail of ice and then temp bubble or haste. Reduced accuracy while surrounded. Good point too. Hell, even these are almost worth taking, but not quite. How am I dealing with big arena bosses? Well, big arena bosses when you're not super well geared is, yeah, that's kind of the tough one for sure. $40 all res. Wow. I don't know. Let me build this character. Here, let me actually look at it in Path of Building. Alright, we're going to see just how smart this is. Give me a second. Why Sky Sliver back? Because I happened to corrupt a crazy GG one. I was actually going for a different staff, but I realized that I profit corrupted a bunch of wing slivers and made currency today doing that. Yeah, I'm getting completely destroyed in maps. Okay. Effective hit pool 13,000. Life and ES is here. Basically 15k of each. Well, that's getting GG'd. Down to 900. And that, I guess, down to 800. Wow, half my EHP just went missing suddenly. You'll absolutely have to go hybrid to do this. I really want to try and keep that. Probably don't do that. You know what's stupid is that, like, I can't make this for weapon set 2 and this for weapon set 1 and then allocate this. I feel like it should let you do that. Take a different route for each one, but you can't. They should definitely fix that. Can you show how to put sniper's mark in the call shot? Not at the moment. I have the game closed. Call shots, it just appears once you take the talent point. It just appears in your skill set. Man, I don't. What I gotta do? I probably gotta pull this one maybe. These end up being 3 apiece, but more because of accuracy. These are also 3 apiece. More because of accuracy. What the fuck, dude? What is going on? Click, 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 click. Sorry, issues with POB. Hmm. Another deflect wheel here. 25% physics, extra lightning against electrocuted enemies. Huh. Bet I wouldn't take polymathy coming all the way down here. Okay, this has to be this way. Battle trance is pretty strong. Right here. To mention this. One big thing with the helmet is support that gives you permanent mana. Yeah, well, you'd still need mana leech for whirling slash though, and it wouldn't functionally make hardly any difference at all. But I get the power, like that would have been a bigger deal for, I don't know, other builds or previous builds. I think for the build I'm running, that's not going to matter very much. Because I'm using a lot of different buttons, so I'm going to have mana regardless. It's one mana leech roll, it's fine. My evasion went to the floor. Yeah, I'm quite certain you're going to need a hybrid body armor to pull this off. This is level 96. Wait. Oh, right, okay. Shit. I'm not done yet. Ooh. I thought that matters a lot. Hell, I'm gonna feel bad about not taking this one. Alright, these are more than 3. And skill speed matters more because that'll count for barrage. This one matters a lot. It's more than 3. Alright, come back down here and like... I don't know, wouldn't necessarily need to take that one. So average 3, but you also get little damage and attributes and accuracy. Level 100. Is there any more speed? I don't think so. Could pull this point, maybe. It's too bad, like, this entire wheel doesn't hit any energy shield stuff. Removing this does potentially enable pathing. This is not as valuable at this late stage in the game. This point is also not worth hardly anything. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hmm. This is 15, 20, 55. 55 divided by 4 points. 13.75. Any preference for flat lightning over cold? Cold I would prefer, but lightning would be pretty good too. Yeah, I'm looking at Viper Cap. Possibly. There's just something, yeah, I just don't have enough points for all this. One, two. Doesn't even save me any points. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Wait, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I mean, if I path down here, this jewel's not getting removed. It's only 3 points away, and it's also got this strong points here. It's possible I backdrop it from here, cut all that off, and skip this way, and go up around this way. I don't think I save hardly anything, though. If I do this, I save 1 point, but I lose 33% damage and 20% increased chance to inflict ailments. Don't understand the annoying on amulet. Yeah, I get that question a lot. It's because salvo is programmed into it the same as unleash. There's no difference programming wise. How much DPS do this I'm losing while not switching to the new from nothing? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Could anoint Spectral Ward. Well, it could go Megalomaniac for anticipation and or Spectral Ward, maybe. I don't know. That's not going to be a guide followable thing, though. But, well, I mean, I'm still getting value out of these points, too. Can't understate the value of getting 2 extra jewel slots into a build that didn't exist there. That's a lot of added power. Got the Scepter last night, Valdebank Scepter, and got lucky. Picked up Trail of Ice. Fizz Damage R Beast. Vec Vicious, nice. Wait, what's Scepter? The one I'm using to get Spirit? I heard that was kind of a workaround for some of you guys. I still haven't even looked into into that yet. I'm racking my brain right now. Chaos damage one. Hmm? One, two, three, four, five, six. I guess okay, I would save 2 points there. What? Why is it doing this? I don't remember the hotkey. It's not control. I thought it was control. It's not shift. It's not alt. One? That's stupid. It only saved me 1 passive point. No, I could have remembered. I could have. Maybe I'm thinking the max roll guide lets me do that. Should I buy the from nothing? I'm not. I'm not planning to change the from nothing now. There is a way to do this. It's just you pay a huge price in effective health. Oh, I guess we got a troll in the chat. Just saying, how you tell me how you really feel about this build that you most certainly have tried and tested yourself. I'm sure. Probably hasn't even seen footage of it. Yeah, I've looked at this before. There's 2, 3, 4. The only way this makes any sense to do this is if you're not going down here. But that doesn't make a whole lot of sense either because you got a jewel slot right here. If this was just like 1 or 2 points shorter, this would be good. But I mean, it just looks like that's the pathing. Did I try the Trinity stuff? No. I'm not that interested in Trinity. Trinity is such a headache to get right, and then like this build does. Again, if you're going fizz weapon, it like half damage is elemental at best. So. Not gonna lie, miss wary dodging. I know, man. Didn't realize how good I had it. Wary dodging, dude. That is nice. I love running laps around LA Deadeyes with this. You really would be if you for all this tech too. Jesus. Because if I don't even have to drop this, that's an extra 20, 10, It's an extra 36% increased attack speed. And again, a whole bunch of damage. Yeah, we're looking at that. I can't wrap my... The biggest thing that's stopping me from doing this is the fact that it's trying to figure out what gem to drop for the lucky surround. Like, they're all so good. I was able to mentally justify Rakiatis. I feel like if I do this, then I'm not going to run Rakiatis Flow. I mean, but that's... I don't know. Maybe I don't have to. Maybe just run this jewel instead of Rakiatis Flow. I don't know. This setup will require a hybrid body armor to make up for the huge EHP loss. What is it? What's the body armor called? Evasion Energy Shield. Sleek Jacket. Sleek Jacket? Is that the one? Actually, let me compare. First. Energy shield back up to 1600. Evasion all the way to 34. Or 51 with Tailwind. Who stands it? Yeah, that is. I mean, that's like the same amount of ES I have, but my evasion currently is about like 77%. And here it's 51 with Tailwind. The way evasion is calculated, you do get kind of penalized for going deep into evasion. A little bit. That's pretty rough, though. Why is it totally unable to calculate damage? 7,000 DPS, guys. I don't know, I mean... Oh, weapons set too. What? Oh. I don't even know how to count this because it's like all the supports and everything is meant for like shotgunning. How many times does an enemy get hit in one cast? I mean, it's over 50. Like it's I don't know, it's probably like 100 or something between all the bouncing around and stuff. I don't really know. I mean, it's like impossible to figure out. It's fine. I can just kind of I don't know. We'll just use 50 for now. Probably something like that. Oh, okay. I see now. All right. Maybe it's not quite that. Well, okay. So I killed Zesht in 2 Twister casts. He has what, like 21 million HP? Oh, I forgot Wind Dancer stacks. Checks box that you're surrounded to. Yeah. Wait, damage is ramping. Never. Okay. Surrounded is 60% more damage. I mean, the enemy would be shocked, of course. Hopefully ignited. Blinded. Broken, yeah. Oh, it's interesting. Okay. Armor break. Not quite as strong as I thought. Dazed, yeah. Oh, yeah, they are dazed. Not maimed anymore. Wait, is this now calculating Twister right or something? Like, it's just a count 1. Doesn't that just mean like 1 outbound Twister and that's all? Like, not even like that Twister coming back and hitting again? That can't be right. Oh, actually, okay, so part of that is baked into this number, I guess. Or no, this is just damage. Or wait, no, it is. I think that is like damage plus shotgun. Yoke's elemental. It's not elemental damage. It's damage per elemental ailment. That's the difference. Yeah, I'll look at that in a minute. We absolutely have to take this wheel. I gotta figure something else out. Is it counting Gherkins? Okay, it is counting blasphemy. And charge infusion. Charge regulation is so much damage. What? I haven't looked at PoE seriously in a while. For PoE 2. Twister projectile count is upwards of 100. It's not quite 100, but it's definitely between like 50 and 100. Okay, it's counting. Okay, this is counting a fully max frenzy charge twister. Right, because if I do this, then yeah, it would go up. Okay. There we go. If you want to know what yoke numbers do, here's how potent yoke is. Nearby enemies take % increased damage. That's a category bucket it is. So I do 3.9 million here. And if it's one element, 4.4. Two elements, 5. 3 elements, 5.5. And on very rare occasion, it might actually be 4. Usually it would be 2 or 3. So we'll just say, because depending on you know, if you're having flat fire or whatever, the enemy might not be shocked and the enemy might not be ignited, and so the average would probably be about 50%. That's basically harness the elements on. No. It's very different. Harness the elements, there's a huge difference between % increased damage you do and % increased damage taken by the monsters. % increased damage you do, you just filed into the same bucket, it gets diluted heavily, it's a big number, and so any increments beyond that don't matter much. Increased damage taken by enemies, for most builds, is a huge damage increase because there's not many sources of that. Shocked is one of them. In which case, shock would be actually higher. At the very least, it would be 26. The strongest one will apply instead unless its option would apply stronger shock. Hold on. And you find out if this is increased 25% increased critical hit chance for attacks. $287. $287, that is not calculating the shock. So I'm going to write it manually in. No? I see. It's it's reading off my gloves. I don't know how that increases damage, but okay. Okay, 20 is the number. Yeah, it would be 26. Yeah. So those of you probably want to know what yoke is doing. Yoke is about 25% more DPS. Just on that one special mod. Not on the initial very first hit though. Have you checked Ambrosia Sport? Yeah, I used it last time a lot. We can plug it in and see what it does. I can't afford to put it in now. I get that the number's high, but I'm way too starved on these things. Alright, this is against a pinnacle boss. Okay, let's see. The prolonged duration doesn't even mean anything. Oh, they do have this. Rakiata's flow is... This thing suggesting Ambrosia support is stronger than Rakiata's flow. Or almost. That is kind of enlightening. I mean... Versus a boss with 50 all res, which is... like the most res you're gonna see. I mean, Zesht has a little bit more than that. Zesht is like 70 all res. So if I put this to nothing, oh wait, sorry. I'm glad I did that. I'm wrong. I forgot I'm running blaspheming and exposure. Let me remove those. Actually, let me just see what blasphemy and exposure even do. What? Okay. Against a nothing boss. Yeah, blasphemy is crazy strong. Against like normal mobs with no res. Look at that. From 4.8 to 6.3 million. In that brief moment. And then the exposure as well. Exposure. Let's see here. Where is it? Hmm? I forgot exposure. They may see exposure on here. Usually it's in this section for effective DPS. I don't know. Alright, well, Blasphemy took me to 6.3. Let's see about on a boss. Pinnacle boss. 3.9. From 3 to 3.9. Blasphemy is still... What is that? 25%? About 23% more DPS? No, sorry, more than that. About 30% more DPS. Which means... Exposure. And that's against a pinnacle boss. There's probably about 40% more DPS. Exposure and blasphemy combo. It's probably 40% more DPS against a boss compared to nothing. So let's see what Rakiata would do. Okay, I don't know how, but it somehow doubles the DPS. 100% more DPS. Well, that's some perspective for you. So cold exposure and blasphemy, which requires 60 spirit, a skill slot, and another support gem in a less meaningful skill slot, means 40% more damage. Rakiata is double damage. Garakan's resolve is not supported. Oh yeah. I mean, it basically doubles your crits. It would be like 100 minus 60 divided. I don't know the exact numbers, but you basically just look at your crit chance in combat. You basically do the in between there, so it'd be 100 minus 6. Alright, would it give me effectively 83% chance to dupe damage? So it'd be like a 1.8 damage multiplier. It's something like 80% more damage. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Faster prog means that more hits. Prolonged duration means more hits. Let me put Defy. Yo, that damage is pretty weak, dude. What? Defy is weak. 21 to 39,000, 5 to 25. It didn't even give me damage here. What the hell? Twisters traveled through Flame Wall. 66 turned into 88. No, 83. Roughly 83. I don't know the exact math. Oh, really? It's 88? Maybe it is 88. I don't know. Yeah, 88 and then double damage if it scores in that range. Oh, you're telling me the math. Okay. Sure, I'll take your word for it. Yoke is pretty huge, guys. It's like 30%. It's like 35% more damage or something. Something like that on average. Well, I mean, this is tripping me up pretty bad. The fact that Defy is so bad. Can you guys believe how bad this is? This is weird. Defy is barely any more damage at all. 3 to 3.5 million? I mean, Ambrosia is stronger than that. Ambrosia is a little stronger than Defy, even with the surround tech. It's because we're not lightning. We're not a lightning build. Most of the damage is fizz. Over half the damage is yeah, about half. It's about half fizz, half the rest, and it's actually even more fizz if. Actually, hold on, wait, what? That doesn't seem right. I guess it is. Yeah. The round damage is good. Well, maybe do that. All right, here's the problem though. If you want to even have any semblance of that defense back, you're gonna have to wear a rare amulet. Oh, is it? Lunar, okay. I mean, hell, I'll even go crazy and do the full thing on here. Literally max. All right. What does this do? 6 million to. Wait, what? Wait a minute, what? How does Rakietta's flow give me damage against monsters that have no res? Wait, this thing gotta be bugged. Without Rakietta's flow, I do 3 million against monsters that have. Oh, wait, okay, never mind, sorry. Okay. Okay. Got it. I'm sure it feels nice to have. Lucky hits around it. Wait, the support gem is an. What? Really? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm glad we're doing this. I still haven't really seen the broken numbers, and I actually got a good sense of how strong Yoke is here. The reason why Yoke is so specially strong for this build is because we are uniquely a build that is very capable of putting elemental ailments out, and yet only about half of our damage is elemental. So Yoke's special modifier is specifically well tailored for the build. Enemies take 20% increased all damage for each elemental ailment type among them. Not just elemental damage, all damage. And when I realized that was the case, I was like, yeah, that's probably is going to be the strongest. It also has 30% increased elemental damage and some res, and then the reduced duration of Ignite, Shocking Chill. I mean, that's not really going to matter. It's especially nice that it doesn't say reduced duration of freeze. that would have hurt a little bit, maybe. Anyway, EHP to 21. Wait, how did my EHP go high? So high. What? That's like 30% more. Went from night. I mean, damn, dude. Went from like 2K to 2,800. 20,000. 7,000. I was with Spirit here too. But yeah, again, Yoke is about 35% more DPS this build on average, not counting the very first hit, where it would not be any extra damage. The very first couple of hits, I guess. Can you explain how to use skills, especially when weapon swapping? Well, I mean, it's more about how it's set up than using skills. You do the regular rotation without thinking too much. Call of the Week is a little bit extra filler, but you just kind of whirling slash around until you're ready to use Barrage and Twister, and that's it. Do that every 4 seconds. 4 to 5 seconds. Do you need more damage for mapping? Yeah, more damage for mapping would be nice on these super juiced up breach maps. I wasn't one-shotting everything. To be fair, it's good that I have as much experience as I do. The biggest issue with the build right now is that sometimes you cast Twister and you don't crit, and then you're definitely not killing everything in a breach when you don't crit, so... That is something that... Well... Actually, let me check something. What is that support gem? I don't know. What is the support gem where you get extra more crit multiplier because it uses a power charge? Potential. Consume a power charge on use if possible. 40% more chance to crit. From 66 to 92, but if Garkins is effectively 88 and then it doubles the damage, that's stupid then. I mean, Garkins is practically doubling my damage. Rakieta's Flow doubles damage only against bosses. Ambrosia is like 30% more damage. Defy is like 25% more damage. Struggle a bit sometimes. It comes out to about 1/10 of the normal amount of twisters. I've seen that happen sometimes. I notice that something weird happens if I get stunned right when I'm trying to cast Twister, and then like either like it casts a very small number, because I think if you get stunned, then yeah. Elemental Armament? No, I mean that would be like 10% more damage, because only about half our damage is elemental. Sometimes your twisters get caught on rocks and stuff, yeah, and they literally just don't even spawn. It's disappointing that the surround tech has no crit help. 3.7 million. All right, remember that number. 3.7 million. I have to pull points now. Jesus Christ, look how strong those 3 points were. What? That's nuts. 3 points were that strong. Hmm. That's annoying. Mathematically, Tainted Strike is not that great, but kind of needed. It's kind of too important to not take. Hmm. I mean, I can pull some weapon set 1s. I don't have room for weapon set 2, though. The import code. Um, I mean, I know you didn't take Tainted Strike. You did take all that. Can you just tell me off top of your head what points on weapon set 2 did you know? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, okay. I'm a dumbass. I'm I'm 5 points overclocked on weapon set 1. That's why I'm getting messed up here. So I know you didn't take that. That's level 96. This matches your POB, I think. Oh no, you would have taken 2 more here. I don't know. I have 6 points, or 7 points here, but you would have got 5, but then 2 more back this way. So looks like I have 1 point more than you somewhere. I don't know. Maybe here. Maybe you pulled this point. Is this the one we pulled? I really don't want to pull this point, especially in maps. Okay, that's the one then. Everything's identical. Because I have 6 points here and you had 5, but then you took 2 extra to get here, and this is a 7th for me, so that math checks out. Now then, this is 5 attack speed for 2 points. Anything below 3 is not worth it. 3% skill speed beats 3% attack speed? Barely. Maybe a bad question, but without Wake of Destruction, how are we inflicting shock? You probably have flat lightning on gear somewhere, but you would also have 25% gain as extra lightning if you have the right scepter. In most cases, that's going to shock. Figure out the tree first. Nice, I'm giving my PC a break tonight. You know what else I'm also going to lose? Wait, I was checking this stuff without the... oh my god. I was checking with the wrong helmet in. God, this is going to hurt so bad, dude. What's the name of this helmet again? I don't remember. Somebody tell me the name of the helmet. What's the prompt to tell POB that you're crit capped in the custom mods? You just give yourself 10,000% increased critical strike chance. Or something. That's what I do. I do the padding method. You can only do it if you're expert padder. $900. 900 ES. Back down to 13,000 HP. Oh my god, dude. It's not even like max glass. This is the Giga glass. Wait, this actually has more EHP than that? How? Maybe I just go pure life. I just go pure life shit. Probably just need to go pure life with this build. Because then, I can skip all this. Yeah, I don't know. This wheel is nice. What can you do with the metamorphosis here? You can give Val Pact. Gain is extra against electrocuted enemies. You guys are trapping me into like Omega lol glass cannon. Uh, now this stuff kind of sucks. Maybe like the tiny one. I am very enticed just because it does legitimately give more attack speed. But I mean, I have to lose some somewhere. I only gave up 5. Wait, well, how did I do that? Oh, right. It was all this. Yeah. $25 out of $123. Rounded, low life, and heavy stunned. Level 100, the perfect. It's the perfect build. Six hours in, and I still can't find the beast. Oh man, there's always gonna be some people. There's somebody came in earlier said they got it in like 20 minutes. How many trails of ice? That low life procs a lot on this build. It's just pure value. No, we're doing some wishful thinking stuff today. 6 jewel slots. Can I make these 2 jewels give me insane EHP? Look, I got 84% increase effective energy shield with no energy shield on. Alright, well. See what best case scenario is. Gloves or boots will actually be easy to get, but this would be asking a lot. $17,000. Yes. I'm leveling through the story with LA right now. After the nerf, when is a good time to start swapping to this? I think, early maps and stuff. If you get Tangle Tongue, if nothing else, but if you got currency, buy a decent spear. The real thing that will stop you from moving fast is levels, because we're taking huge advantage of all the different weapon swaps points. So there's a lot of that on the tree. It takes a while to path to everything. Laku, are you sure it came with haste aura or just hasted? One time I had a beast that was haste aura and hasted. That guy meant business. Two little circles. No, this is one. This is from Nothing Jewel for Walker of the Wilds, and this is a time lost sapphire. Tremendously strong synergy though. on those. For sure. 68% evasion. I could live with that. 1700. Yes. I mean, this is perfectly rolled. Body armor, gloves, and boots. Energy shield and all that. I would love to load this build in right now, though. Oh my god. That'd be sick. This right here. But, I mean, this is like half the EHP that I have currently. To be fair, I only die whenever the monsters aren't already dead, though. You gotta think. You gotta put yourself in the right frame of mind to execute this. What isn't there can't kill you. It can't kill me if they're already dead. Unless it's an after death effect, of course. After image? I don't know what that is. Huh. What aura do you not have on? No, it's Ghost Dance. Holly Ghost Dance is the one I turned off on weapon set 2. I mean, I could pull this point. So much damage, though. Oh yeah, Heroic Tragedy. Forgot, there's probably some probably some GG Heroic Tragedy right here. Tech that I haven't even figured out. There's probably some God mode seed that's like so unbelievably strong that because there's imagine you get a Heroic Tragedy, it's got like 6 of the same mod on here or something. And it's yeah, let me find the mod. The Empower one, yeah. Triskelion's Light. Empowered attacks deal 50% increased damage. Increased effect of exposure. Imagine you had like 5 of these for 250% increased damage. And 50% increased effect of exposure. Except, you know, I guess we're not going to use exposure. Or this one, shit. Just Varana's 40% increased projectile damage and 1 rage on hit. What? That one's really nice. Skill effect duration. Effective marks. Oh my god, if only I was using Voltaic. Holy. Proj speed, freeze buildup. Maximum energy shield, there we go. The jewel's so expensive, you have a version without the jewel? Yeah, the early endgame version. Not the late endgame, the early endgame. Just back it up 1 on the guide. The guide has like different loadouts, so to speak. Is there a way to check what each seed does? I'm not aware of a way, but I haven't looked into it in a long time. There might be now, but I'm not aware of a way to do that. But yeah, like especially if you were doing some sort of like exposure thing. Which doesn't make sense in this league. I guess you would just go all in Varanas. Well, maybe you would do the Empower one still. Hi, an impure evasion armor right now. Your fresh in-game build. Do I need to swap to hybrid? Yes, evasion armor. I don't know yet. I haven't made up my mind what I'm doing. If I do the surround thing, I will probably make a separate build for that. That's some pretty massive changes. Local identity said it's impossible because the seed is scrambled into each individual character. That's pretty awesome. Good. But it is pretty crazy because you're just like so close to all these. Is there a way to automate barrage? No, there's not. You do it. Yeah, there's a way. It's called muscle memory. That's how you automate it. Muscle memory. What does it say my attack speed is? Willing slash. Wait, what? 3.24? That's a friggin' lie. Oh. Yo, that's not even right. Oh, I know why. 0.12. Yo, that's not right either. Yeah, I'm already at 0.1. I'm already at like 0.09 or something. Yeah, that's still not right. Something's missing. I don't know. Capsy 170 is just subbed. Thanks a bunch. Thank you, thank you. Okay, this thing is suggesting whirling slash does 1,000,000 DPS. That is also not true. That is definitely not true. It does like 10k with my setup. I don't know, guys. Looks like a level 99 or level 100 build. Giga glass cannon. Seemed a little unnecessary. It almost kind of makes sense with a rare, but like, dude, this is so much damage. Yoke of Suffering is... What other amulet is crazy strong anyway? Like, what other amulet would... Dash with the sub, yes. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I think Yoke is actually freaking crazy. I did have a Zesh kill with Yoke when I turned it on. It was 2 Twister casts and he was dead. Zesh T3. And like, it took like 6 or 7 Twister casts with the other setup, but that was partially bad RNG on crits. So it was like 2 crit Twisters in a row. Zesh was dead. That was without Rakiatas. That was with Blasphemy, man, which is not that great against Zesh. So with Vakiatas, might have just died in one Twister cast. Imagine if I can cast Twister one time and kill tier 3 Zesh. That I'm gonna make that recording at some point. A 1 cast kill Zesh. Astermentus. Yeah. Okay. I don't know, Felix. You said it doesn't feel too good, right? I mean, I feel like trying to farm breach with this build would be kind of nightmarish a little bit. Hybrid chests might be better though in general. I don't know. It's not if you go Spectral Ward, but if you pull Spectral Ward, then it might be. This is a way less well-rounded version of the build. Is it? Oh, I didn't even plug these in. Yeah, I still don't even know what I would do with these. Hypothetical work in progress. What's it called? Constricting command. On a side point, we discovered a yoke is about 35% more DPS for the build. If you change the hybrid, still need deflection node. I don't think I'm going to do the deflection node, actually. You're talking about this. Deflection on gear is okay, but... Nah, dude. Felix, you need to go all the way. Rondel of Fragility. 30% increased skill speed. I dare you to put this amulet on. I should wear this for my speed test, just for the hell of it. I feel like there's enough damage on DV. Yeah. The build is already in a pretty nice place. It's actually fairly well rounded. I think it will be a little better with hybrid gloves and boots. Sticking with pure evasion body armor and pure ES helmet. So I'm thinking about doing that. Yeah. Guys, we're gonna go. It's getting late. Getting late for me. I'm gonna black screen you all. Sorry, it's a short stream today. Is that build accuracy stacking too? No. Pro Plays is playing PoE 2. Arrow. Great Arrow again. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed more theory crafting. This is not like I'm not in Giant Pursuit. In my mind, there's like a 15% chance that I pursue this. In my mind, it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen the day after. It's not going to happen probably not even this week. I might do it purely for a speed test, but probably nothing beyond that. Gotta get back to farming. think I'll be on tomorrow. There's not a video I want to make specifically right now. I'm going to explore spear crafting. That's probably the next video I do make will be how to craft the spear. A sort of mid to high budget spear. I think it's going to involve recombinating. There's your hint. PoE link. Type this. There you go. Alright guys, and YouTube, we'll see you later on Twitch. Have fun at Arrow's stream. I'll be on tomorrow. Hopefully earlier than today. Anyway, see you guys next time.